Hola mi compañeros, y damos la bienvenida a parte 11 de mi juego Tropico 4 otra vez. Yeah, that was pretty bad, wasn't it? Oh man, I probably just slaughtered the Spanish language right there. And all the native Spanish speakers who are watching this video right now are gouging out their eyes and cutting off their ears in pure pain and suffering because of what they just heard. They're like, how could you slaughter my beautiful language? And all I gotta say about that is, well, lo siento. That's really bad. Okay. So anyways, you guys can see here, El Presidente is helping in the construction of this great, glorious building in order to ensure that the job is done well. He knows he cannot trust the Tropican peasants to such a simple task, because if he does, there will be serious problems and consequences he will have to reap in the future. Signing this will get loyalist respect. That's amazing. I didn't know I needed to get respect from the loyalists. I thought the loyalists loved me anyway. Because, you know, I am their great and almighty powerful El Presidente. So I don't see why they wouldn't like me. You know, it's just a simple fact, I suppose. You know what we should do, though? We should make an ideology book. One that teaches all these pathetic peasants what El Presidente thinks and what should be done on this island. Unfortunately, I do not believe most of my people can read. I don't think they can. Oh yeah, most of them can now since we built that high school and college, so I hope they'd be able to read. But if not, that's fine with me, because the stupider the peasants are, the more aware they are of their worlds. Because if they were really intelligent, they would try to, you know, change things. And we can't have them changing things now, can we? Because if they change things, El Presidente does not always get his way when it comes down to the simple fact. So that's why we have to stop these people from doing such harmful things to El Presidente. That's why we should probably activate a book barbecue and burn all those evil books which could teach the good people of Tropico to rise up against their great glorious leader El Presidente. We should also make a secret police in order to make sure that these pathetic peasants do not try anything behind his back. That is a pretty good reason to have a secret police force. Anything else we should do? I'm wondering if I should do free housing. Nah. I mean, I made all the tenements free, and that's all I ever build, so it's pretty much the same thing. And, you know, I'll end up messing with the capitalists if I activate it, so I'm good. We're also going to activate a building permit and start getting some money into our nice little Swiss bank account, so El Presidente can buy whatever he wants when he retires. I mean, he has made great sacrifices for this nation, so I don't really see why he shouldn't be able to put some money into his bank account. He works harder than all the Tropicans here. I don't see why anybody would even go against it.
Presidente, a famous Russian dissident was poisoned and died. European media are blaming the KGB, while the USSR denies any involvement.
Well, obviously the USSR was involved, Penultimo. That's what you gotta tell everybody. Because if you tell them anything else, then Europe will come down on us like, yo, what up, Tropico? Why did you backstab us, bro? And I'll be like, we didn't, man. And then they'll shoot us and they'll steal our stuff. And, you know, imperialism will happen all over again on the great island of Tropico.
Thousand greetings, my beautiful...
Why, sure, Sheik. We'll send you some good old-fashioned beef. Because everybody loves Tropican beef. I mean, if you don't love Tropican beef, then, well, there's a slight little problem here. I mean, it's a really, really slight problem, but it has to be taken care of, if you know what I mean. We need to send more beef to your country if they do not like Tropican beef. They gotta taste it before they can hate on it. But once they taste the great, glorious, juicy Angus Tropican beef, they will fall to their knees and beg Tropico for more. For that is the way of our great and glorious nation. Because that's simply how it works, you know, there ain't really big science behind it or belief. It's just that the Demon Lord blesses the meat, you eat the meat, and you love the meats, for it is what keeps Tropico alive. It is Tropico's lifeblood. And no matter what anybody tells you, eating a lot of meats does not cause heart attacks, because if it did, Tropico's arteries would be clogged from all the great, glorious beef there is. That is what I call progress. We should also build a new landmark. You know, we could build a mausoleum for El Presidente's resting place, but we should build the eternal flame to mark this great land with something that even the immigrants in the distance can see as they come closer to our island. You know, a lot of immigrants see the Statue of Liberty in America and they think that is a great symbol, and this is our new home. Well, this eternal flame will serve as our Statue of Liberty. Once the ships come in, people will see this great giant flame in the distance, like a great lighthouse lighting their way, and they will see it and be like, this is Tropico, a great land of beef. Beef that is very delicious and is blessed by the Demon Lord. It is also the home of El Presidente, who will lead us to greatness. That is a simple fact, people.
Sir, the army is in dire need of facilities.
Do not worry, General Rodriguez. I will build these new guard stations once it becomes possible. And you will hail me as your commander-in-chief. For I am El Presidente, leader of Tropico in the military and the beef production. All these fireworks are a great example of the national pride Tropico has. Every single Tropican here is enjoying himself in this great land. Look at that little ship, bringing immigrants to Tropico. They came here for a new life, to be ruled by El Presidente, so that they can raise their own cattle and make their own Tropican beef. For Tropico is the #1 power in this world. No matter what the USSR or the USA says, we are superior.
Your greatness shines like a star in the sky. Will you help us by giving us some cash?
And sure, Asia, you can have a small loan, because Tropico is very generous. And I am sure you would do the same thing if we were in your position. Because obviously, you love Tropico. Everybody loves Tropico. If you do not love Tropico, then well, I have a little, army over here that would like to have a word with you. I also have some cardinals, and they love branding people as heretics, and I mean branding, I don't mean like they call you a heretic, I mean like they pull out a metal rod and they shove it to your forehead branding, if you know what I mean, good people. If you don't know what I mean, just think of a fry cook at a fast food restaurant and think of the beef patties he puts on the grill. That's exactly what I'm talking about. This is Tropico after all, so we don't do it in such a poor way like that. We grill with charcoal.
Sweetie, how about we do something progressive tonight?
I'm sorry, but Miss Pineapple really scares me. Like, I swear, like, I'm just gonna wake up one day, and she's gonna be standing over my bed with, like, a knife, like, well, how's it going? You wanna do something progressive today? And I'll be like, no, and then she'll stab me in the throat, and, I'll gurgle up blood, and I'll start to die and twitch, and all that nice stuff that comes along with getting stabbed. Anyway, we're also gonna activate same-sex marriages. We might as well, I mean, the religious faction likes us, and we might as well give the people some more freedom, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, so...
¿Qué
Yeah.
necesitas?
Besides, the Demon Lord would like it that